In this video, we will look at how to use a UML-Like diagram for a class. The UML-Like diagram is divided into 3 sections. The top section contains the name of the class. The name of our class is my class. The middle section contains all of the properties in our class. Our class contains one property. The property has a data type of integer. The name of the property is my property. The bottom section contains all of the methods in our class. Our first method is the most important method for a class. This is the constructor. The constructor allows us to create objects. The name of our constructor is my class. Our constructor has no parameters. The second method returns the value that is contained in the property my property. This is a getter method for my property. The data type is an integer. The name of the getter method is getMyProperty. Getter methods have no parameters. The third method sets the value of the property myProperty. This is a setter method for my property. Setter methods return no value. The name of the setter method is setMyProperty. Setter methods have one parameter, the value that the property will be set to. The data type of the parameter is an integer. The name of the argument is value. We can now use our UML-Like diagram to create a new myClass object. We do this by calling the myClass constructor. The UML-Like diagram tells us that the constructor takes no arguments. We need store our newly created object in a variable. The data type of the variable is myClass. We can make up any name we want for our variable. A good name is myObject. We will use the assignment operator to set the value of myObject. Let's use the UML-Like diagram to find a method to set the value of the myProperty to the value 123. We have 3 methods to choose from. The constructor does not set the value of myProperty. The method getMyProperty does not set the value of myProperty. The method setMyProperty does set the value of myProperty. We will use setMyProperty. To use setMyProperty, we first write the name of the myClass object. The name of the object is myObject. We follow the name with a dot. The dot separates the name of the object and the name of a method. We follow the dot with the name of the method setMyProperty. The UML diagram says that setMyProperty takes one argument. The one argument is the value we want to set myProperty to. 123. Notice that, according to the UML-Like diagram, the argument must be an integer. 123 is an integer. Let's now write the code to find a method to get the value of myProperty. Let's use the UML-Like diagram to find such a method. We have 3 methods to choose from. The constructor does not get the value of myProperty. The method getMyProperty does get the value of myProperty. We will use this method. To use getMyProperty, we first write the name of the myClass object. The name of the object is myObject. We follow the name with a dot. The dot separates the name of the object and the name of a method. We follow the dot with the name of the method getMyProperty. The UML-Like diagram says that getMyProperty takes no argument. The UML-Like diagram says that getMyProperty returns a value. This is the value of myProperty. The value has a data type of integer. Let's store this value in a variable. Create an integer variable. We will name the variable value. We will use the assignment operator to assign the return value to our variable value. This completes this video on how to use a UML-Like diagram.